I actually hear a collaboration between you and Nasty C. It would be fire,
Yeah,
actually. I
it
hear it.
could be.
Yeah, I hear it already in
Will be
my head.
superb. It will be superb.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So also, can you then break down, the differentiation? Ooh, the differentiation. Can you
Okay.
break down also like just how different it is? You know how Afrofusion is different compared to your hip hop, your Afro beats, and all that. What makes it what it is? Storytelling, the beats.
Um,
What is it?
the Afrofusion in general is like a subdivision from the hip hop, the Afrobeat as well, and as we all know, Afrobeat is generally originated from Sierra Leone. So
Okay.
when we blend
Oh
it with
wow.
our language, that is why we have the Creole vision. And that is how the
Why did you
Creole
say,
vision.
"Oh wow, Isaac"?
Because he said,
Are you so
oh
surprised about
shit.
Sierra
What?
Leone?
Okay, I'll shut. I'm on live.
I think also,
Okay, okay,
wait,
sorry,
who who
sorry.
can claim Afrobeats? Because like
That's
you
what I'm
said, "Oh
saying.
wow, Isaac."
Yeah, because Afrobeat to me is from Nigeria. When did it become a
Now,
Sierra
um,
Leonean thing?
But also,
because if you
isn't
dive,
there isn't there a difference between Afrobeat and Afrobeats?
no, no, there is
Oh,
No,
no
no,
okay.
there's no
difference.
difference. There's no difference.
Oh,
The reason being I said that Afrobeat was generally generated from Sierra Leone is because even the legend of Afrobeat, which is Fela Kuti, came to Sierra Leone
Uh-huh.
to land us, and that is what he blended with their sound to have
Oh,
Afrobeat.
really?
With generally
that's
from.
crazy. I didn't know
Yep.
that. Because actually, I was thinking of Fela Kuti when we are talking about Afrobeat. Because I thought, and like I stand to be corrected, ne. So I thought that Afrobeat was kind of like the sound that Fela Kuti and like that like group makes, and then your songs like your Wizkid or Davido or like the newer like kind of hip hop is what's
Yo,
named Afrobeat.
that's the Afrobeat.
So that's why I thought it was
Yo,
different.
that's the Afrobeat.
Uh, uh. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Do you see Afro Creole, maybe Afrofusion, excuse me, becoming a global genre? Because I know in South Africa, I have an issue, or like not an issue really, but like I find it a bit weird when other African countries will kind of make piano songs because I'm like, oh my god, it's like specifically South African, which is wrong. Yes, I know, right? But do you see Afrofusion kind of also going broader than Sierra Leone and other artists from other countries actually taking on the sound? And how do you feel about it?
Yeah,
How do you feel
definitely,
about it?
definitely is going to happen. Cause we are just at the starting point presently, and I believe big things start small. So for the fact that we are this small now, developing to a different way or different dimension, I believe Afrofusion gonna be a breakthrough to the globe.
Yeah. And what so after making, after being the champion of Rap Rampage, what's next for a boy? Are you building towards an album? Are you building towards a tour or something even bigger?
For now, that will be an indoors discussion because we have to discuss it with the management and to put in the date and so, and we have not yet have that discussion. So it's gonna be indoors for now.
Yeah. And also, if anyone has questions for Boy Blue, feel free to just drop them in the comment section and we'll be reading them as we go. And then
I
also,
wanted to, so let me just ask a question. I wanted to ask you, what
Yeah.
was like the most, would you say, challenging moment so far in your career, like getting you started off, especially like, for example, on this platform, I'm all about spreading African talent and cultures around the world. What challenges did you face at your start point? And then when did you decide that it was that you was going to continue to do this?
Um, at my starting point, very early, I got signed into a label.
Hmm.
And me being in the label, I was paying to do a song, to do a track. Me being in the label. That was one very challenging thing. I had to balance my mind, to put my mind in a place wherein I wanted to be so that I
Hmm.
can move on, carry on with what I was doing. Because it's kind of frustrating for an artist to be on a label and then
Hmm.
paying for a song.
Yeah, that just sounds
Then
crazy.
Yeah.
another challenging moment is one time, like I mentioned, I've been in different competition. One time I was in Cool Rap battle, and I end up becoming the first runner up. So
Nice.
we had to go to the studio all the way at Longley. I'm at Kiama Road by then. I lived at Kiama Road.
Hmm.
I paid the transport, went there, and after the session, I was out of funds, so I had to walk all the way from the studio to my house, and it was
Oh,
about 2 or 3 miles I can say, because I don't know actually.
yeah.
That's a challenging shit.
Okay,
That is
okay.
great. So why was your label charging you or making you pay for songs or to record songs?
I don't know. I don't know. And by then I was just getting into the music stuff, so
Mm,
I had no ideas about what I was doing. I was just following the sound.
right. That's actually quite like disheartening because I can imagine people like that also want to be rappers but don't necessarily have the money and the resources to have to pay for
Yeah.
studio time with a label. Now they have to not do radio. I'm not radio, sorry, music. How do you handle the pressures of like now being a performing artist because now you've made a name for yourself, and also with your growing fan base, how do you kind of also keep grounded?
Um, I believe that is the reason why we have management, and they are responsible to run all those errands. So I'm at ease because my management, I can say, if it's not the best in my country, it's one of the best. So I believe they can work that out.
Nice, nice. How does music influence your life, and how do you think it impacts your listeners?
Music impacts my life because before doing music, I have a rough beginning, came from a family of nine, and there were so many constraints while coming up.
Yeah,
So many constraints. So I had to jump into so many shit for me to be who I was, who I am presently. And after I discovered music, I find out that there are some certain things that I was doing that I'm not supposed to do presently because of who I'm trying to be and where I'm trying to take my sounds to.
yeah,
So
yeah.
wow, of nine, where do you fit in? Where do you fit in the nine?
Are you the oldest, the
I
youngest,
don't
the in
get
the
you.
middle?
I don't get you. Come again?
No, you said you come from a family of nine. I wanted to know where was
Yeah.
you out of the nine? Are you the oldest or the youngest?